California raised up with Eastside ways. Welcome to the best way to smoke weekly news. Some news you most definitely can't refuse. Sponsored by none other than Cali Guard. Get you some of that glue guard and stop smoking spit.
No drip lip.
All right, we gonna fast forward, rewind. Georgia governor signs hemp industry reform bill.
Hold on. And this news is sponsored by who?
I forgot his name, but Serpo Jr.
Big J.
Baby. All right, that's why I said we gonna fast forward and then rewind. Big J caught on to that. Some of y'all motherfuckers be super stupid. But yeah, though, man, governor signs hemp industry reform bill. So Georgia Governor Brian Kemp, you know what I'm saying, which is a Republican, signed into law the state's hemp regulation proposal. The new law creates a licensing program for the cultivation, manufacturing, and retail of industrial hemp products, and sets the age requirement to purchase and possess such products at 21. The law sets cultivation licensing fees between $500 and $2,000 annually. I don't know. That don't seem like it may be like too much, you know what I'm saying,
right.
to you know what I'm saying, if you get into some of the business, because it's like you should be making at least 5 to 2 racks back. And requires a sorority bonds between $20,000 and $1 million. Not sure what that may be, but according to the bill text, retail license fees are set at $250 annually under the law, while wholesale license fees run between $500 to $10,000 annually, set by the commissioner of the Georgia Department of Agriculture. I don't know. To me, that sounds kind of like if you have like a solid, you know what I'm saying, cannabis business plan that you're trying to get in with this,
right?
It seems like you can win in Georgia.
Something will work for you.
Really?
On everything. That's good shit.
Tell him.
No.
Yeah.
Look. Fast forward and rewind.
Yeah,
that's what he said. You know what I'm saying? California's Apple store of weed declares bankruptcy with $410 million in debt. Damn.
Before you go on with that, man, that's a bad comparison because Apple is not going bankruptcy. But go ahead, my brother.
Man, but look, California first cannabis company valued at over $1 billion appears to have completed its long descent into failure. So now, you know, people that's familiar with the cannabis industry that have been around going to dispensaries and doing different shit, MedMen has been around for a long time. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they compare them to the Apple, because they like the biggest. They was the biggest in the industry.
And the most recognized brand, yeah.
Right. Once hailed as the Apple Store of Weed declared bankruptcy last week, according to a press release published by the company late Friday. The Los Angeles-based company said it currently has $410 million in debt, according to the Law 360, and has filed for bankruptcy in Canada. Its California subsidiary has been placed in receivership in Los Angeles. MedMen was once the golden child of California's legal cannabis market, opening sleek retail locations that mimic the Apple stores and promising that it would sell massive amounts of cannabis. And they did that once upon a time, man. It just goes to show you that the way the industry, I'm gonna say, has been trending, even the big dogs, some of the big dogs can't survive. You know what I mean? Man.
That's cold business.
Oh, no.
Cannabis stocks soar after cannabis rescheduling news. You had some stocks up in some of them little cannabis things just sitting up in there for a little bit?
That's a fact.
Cannabis company stocks surged on Tuesday following reports that Drug Enforcement Agency, the DEA, will move the rescheduled cannabis from Schedule 1 to Schedule 3 under the Controlled Substance Act. That's kind of like, I guess, you know what I'm saying, for certain stocks, it's a big move, but yet and still, it's like, it's not all the way cool. You know what I'm saying? Once that conversation come up, you know what I'm saying, we'll talk about like some of the stuff where it's not cool at.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying, in this aspect, I guess it went up. You know what I'm saying? And these are just some of the little stocks that went up. You know what I'm saying? Just in case if you did have some, I have in one of them. Cannabis Growth Corporation shares surged more than 65% to close at $14.88.
Yep, got that one.
That's a good one. That's right, Cuzzo. Yep. Tilray.
Got that one.
I sold out of that one, you know what I'm saying, a while ago. I don't know why I did, but you know what I'm saying? You got best way to smoke right here. You know what I'm saying? One stayed with it and one went left. You know what I'm saying? So you know who made the proper decision on that one.
Man.
That's a hooray right there. Hoorah. You know what I mean? And then Aurora. Still got this one. You know what I'm saying? Aurora Cannabis shares jumped 46% to close at $9.23. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Amplify Alternative Harvest shares jumped 26%, and Trees Corporation shares jumped 26%, closing at 11 cents. You know what I'm saying? So if you know what I'm saying, like back when Dogecoin started to surge and all of that, you put me up on all that old good stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's when
we all ate off of it too, though.
Man, you know what I'm saying? That's when I put in up inside of this. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not sure, but I think Sundial is one of them. Yeah. I still got some of Sundial. I got that too. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot up in Sundial, but these other ones I like traded it for the Doge.
Yeah. You
know what I'm saying? But in that time, if you did, you know what I'm saying, put a little bit of coins, you know what I'm saying, up in one of these with this rescheduling, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and check that.
Hey, let that Shibu you hit. Let that shit hit, though. Shibu you. Let that shit hit. You know what I mean? Go to 1 cent. Man. Anything above 1 cent.
Quick question. If it go to 1 cent, you immediately selling, or you just gonna wait and see if it hit 2 cents, 3 cents, 4 cents?
Well, what I do strategically, I pull some and reinvest in something else.
So and take then, half?
Not even half. I probably pull maybe 20% of it.
I mean, if it hit 1 cent, you a multimillionaire.
Right, but I'll probably still pull like 1%, like 20% of it. You feel me? And invest in some other stuff and then let that do what it do. Cause if it go to one, nigga, and then it just, like how Doge did, just...
Man. In that aspect, shouts out to the reschedule, but deschedule that shit.
On the real. California legalized weed, then businesses... yeah, I'm right now. I thought I read this already, though. Forgive me, y'all. Forgive me. Look, California legalized weed, then businesses started suffering. How federal rescheduling would help. The Biden administration rescheduling of marijuana could have a big financial impact on California pot businesses. While dropping weed from a Schedule 1 to a Schedule 3 drug would not make it federally legal, it would allow certain tax deductions for legal businesses struggling with the burden of hefty California taxes. Now, in the realm of what's going on with the rescheduling, that part of it is actually a good thing for the businesses. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole bunch of things in it that's like, but that's something that's good for the businesses. All right, look, Federal Code 280E bars dispensaries selling Schedule 1 and Schedule 2 substances from seeking tax breaks for basic operating costs, payroll, utilities, rent, office supplies, and more needs that other businesses can. So basically what this is saying right now, cannabis businesses can't get deductions for these kind of things and shit like that. The timing is unclear, but the federal process can be lengthy. California's excess sales taxes, which can exceed 15%, went into effect in 2018 after the state legalized recreational pot through a 2016 voter-approved ballot initiative, have ended many licensed businesses, said someone named Cody Stroh, CEO of marijuana company North Emeralds in Humboldt County. Man, so, I mean, that's the big news right now in the cannabis industry. Ain't nothing bigger than what's going on with that, whether there's pros and cons with it, you know what I'm saying, that people are going to and businesses are going to have to deal with. But just in the realm of the tax area, I think it's a good thing for businesses, you know?
Can I ask you this real quick? You know what I'm saying? This is just a question that popped up because it's like the rescheduling is coming towards like the ending of a presidential, you know what I'm saying, period for Biden. And by the Biden office, like doing this right now in this time, Do you think that's like a checker move or a chess move that his office is doing for the presidential?
I think it's a chess move. And then with that being said, though, here's the thing. Okay, even though the DEA said that they willing to do that, like it's gonna happen, but it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? But it's still no timeline. Like this article said, it's lengthy. It's a lengthy process. So we still don't even know if it's gonna happen before the election. Yeah, you know what I mean? It might not even happen before the election, and these old wicked motherfuckers will come up with something after the election already done and shit though, and be like, oh, you know.
And it's like, yeah, and it's like I just asked that question because it's like with this reschedule, you know what I'm saying? It's like it sounds real good to us, you know what I'm saying, cannabis supporters, but we gotta realize, you know what I'm saying, you gotta read that fine print.
Know what's going on.
You know what I'm saying? Oh. Banking excess for cannabis companies will remain stymied with federal reclassification. You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna be stopped, motherfucker. You can correct me if you want, but don't correct me. This is our news, motherfucker. All right, the American Bankers Association said that even once cannabis is rescheduled to Schedule 3 under federal law, Congress will still need to pass a Safer Banking Act to let state legal cannabis companies access traditional financial services. What does that mean? Can I actually, like, since it's being rescheduled, can my cannabis company go in and open up, you know what I'm saying, the bank accounts and shit like that? Well, things like that, you know what I'm saying?
That's what Chuck Schumer is still fighting for. Yeah,
man, look, following the reported move by the federal government to reclassify cannabis as a Schedule 3 drug under the Controlled Substance Act, the American Bankers Association said Congress still needs to pass a Safer Banking Act, which would allow state legal cannabis companies access to traditional financial services. Cannabis would still need to be largely illegal under federal law. And that is a line many banks in this country will not cross. The solution is the bipartisan Safer Banking Act, which would allow banks to provide services to these cannabis companies. You know what I'm saying? So pretty much, you know what I'm saying, what the Bankers Association or these bankers is telling you, it's like, even though this is being rescheduled to the Schedule 3, they not finna, you know what I'm saying, go outside of their guidelines, you know what I'm saying, to open up these banking things. You know what I'm saying? So if we fighting on this end for reclassification, you know what I'm saying, we still need to fight for a Safer Banking Act for those cannabis companies.
Fuck the reschedule, deschedule. If they deschedule, you get whatever you fuck. It's free. You know what I'm saying? Not free. You still got to buy your shit. You feel me? But it's free to move how you want in business and all that.
No, but you have to pay attention though. You have to pay attention to what's going on. You got to pay attention to what's going on, man. Y'all chilling. This is the best way to smoke news.
I'm about to get ready for the next one.
This is a good one for y'all though, man. But just pay attention. You don't got to pay no money and all of this old good stuff unless you actually in the business. You know what I'm saying? But just pay attention, especially if you is in the business. And that's your weekly news with Surfo Jr.
Big J, I'm fast forwarding. I'm fast forwarding like a motherfucker. Oh.